This is your first time in the Minneapolis, Minnesota real estate market channel. You want to know everything about living in Minneapolis, Minnesota? Then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market in Minneapolis, Minnesota. My name is Trent Seaman with eXp Realty and the Advisory Group in Hopkins, Minnesota. I get calls every day from people just like you. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out as all my contact information is in the description box below. I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're in Richfield, Minnesota, and we're going to go take a look at some of the houses and neighbors in town and show you what it's like to live in Richfield, Minnesota. And that is next. So you're thinking of moving to Minneapolis, Minnesota? In this video we're going to show you around Richfield, Minnesota. I'll take you to some of the neighbors and show you some of the different price points of different homes so you can see what may fit within your budget. And that is coming up next on the Minneapolis Real Estate Market Channel. Richfield, Minnesota is a suburb of Minneapolis, located within the inner ring of 494. It's basically due south of Minneapolis. Its eastern border is actually the Minneapolis airport. Its southern border is Bloomington. Its western border is Edina. And Minneapolis sits to the north. The town of about 37,000 people. The real estate provides an excellent opportunity for people to live within the inner ring of Minneapolis. The average median sales price is $336,000 in 2025. In 2024, it was $337,000. The average sales price in 2024 was $321,000, and in the first 2 months of 2025, the average sale price is $376,000. So if you want to live in the inner ring of 494, this is one of the towns that you want to look at, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. This is a wonderful opportunity to get in a home and be close to the Twin Cities. On my video on New Hope, that's another town that gives great opportunities for first-time home buyers. So Richfield's a great opportunity for that. The schools get a C+ rating from niche.com. The public schools do. You have Holy Angels High School, a private school there, which is very good academically as well. So let's jump into the more real estate. I'll take you around, show you some houses, show you some neighborhoods, and drive you through parts of Richfield. And that is coming up next. We're at our first home today. We're at 7621 15th Avenue South in Richfield, Minnesota. We've got 4 bedrooms. We've got 2 baths. We are really close to 494 and the airport. The airport is, you're literally 5 minutes from the airport from here. You're also really close to Mall of America as well, probably 5 minutes from Mall of America as well. So you're really close to both of those two things. We're in a neighborhood, as you can see here, of all single level family ramblers all over here. Big, huge, mature trees throughout the street. So it's an older neighborhood. This house was built in the 30s. So it's, Richfield's been one of the older towns in Minneapolis. You're probably 10 minutes from downtown Minneapolis as well. So great proximity to getting anywhere in the Twin Cities. Richfield's price points are normally from $300,000 to $500,000. So this being priced at $340,000, great opportunities for first-time home buyers to get into their first home. Great neighborhood, Richfield schools, and then you also got Holy Angels, which is a private high school as well that you can go to. That's about 3 minutes from here. So again, 7261 15th Avenue South, $340,000. Now let's go take a drive around the neighborhood. All right, now we're driving through our first neighborhood. Got a little sound barrier there right next to, we're not next to a highway, we're next to a road. I'm not sure why they have a sound barrier up there, but they do. We are real close to the airport here, so I'm sure, and I haven't heard any planes fly over here, but I'm sure all these homes have the soundproof windows, because Minneapolis paid for anybody near the airport to put in soundproof windows so that they couldn't hear the airplanes. I have not seen any fly over us yet, so I don't know if we have a runway that goes over here or not. But again, all single family, single floor Rambler homes, all built in the 20s and 30s. Great opportunities for first-time home buyers to get into your first house here, because you're going to get reasonable home prices. You're going to be in that $300,000 to $500,000 range, so it's not going to be crazy for first-time home buyers. And you can participate in the Minneapolis First-Time Home Buyers Program, which they do interest-free loans for up to $20,000 for first-time home buyers that cover your down payments that you need on a house, and any closing costs that you have. So you can take advantage of that as well. Here we got a little pond. But Richfield, it's gonna be city life. So, you know, it's an extension of Minneapolis. There isn't a downtown. It's really, you know, you've got everything you need in town. You've got the grocery stores, gas stations, restaurants, day-to-day food, stuff that you need is all right here. You're not going to have huge parks and stuff like that, because this didn't make those in the days when the communities came together. It was all about housing. So that's our first neighborhood, and now we'll move on to the second house. All right, we're at our second property here today, 7103 17th Avenue South. It's a 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, asking $425,000 for it. It's got 2,400 square feet. Now, I can hear airport noise, so I can guarantee you that these houses have the soundproof windows that Minneapolis installed in all these homes for free. We were in a classic. Again, Richfield has basically 2 housing types. You've got your Ramblers, which we see all up and down the street here, and we got 1.5 bedroom single family homes. Again, we can tell we're in a very mature neighborhood, as this house right here was built in 1956. But the trees are tall and gorgeous and very, very nice. Again, you're 5 minutes from the airport. You're 5 minutes from Mall of America from here, so very convenient neighborhood to get anywhere you want to get to. 10 minutes to downtown Minneapolis. But again, 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,400 square feet, asking $425,000 for it. Now let's go take a drive around this neighborhood. All right, this neighborhood is very much similar to the last neighborhood that we drove through. What you can see here is we're in March 3rd and we have no snow on the ground, which is highly, highly unusual for this time of year. Beautiful day today. We're in like the mid-30s, not a cloud in the sky. Very, very nice out. But again, Ramblers on the east side of Richfield. Big mature trees as we drive along here. Again, great opportunities here for first-time home buyers, because in the western suburbs of Minneapolis, you're not going to find, you know, the houses are just too expensive to move into. But we're in the inner ring here, so we're just, this borders up against 494, which is the ring that goes around western and southern Minneapolis. So you're right on the loop. Actually, right in front of us, right there, is Mall of America. So Mall of America is right there in front of us. So it shows you how close you are in this. So I think I said 5 minutes. You're more like 2 minutes away from Mall of America. And that's on the other side of 494, and that's in Bloomington. So this neighborhood is right on the corner. I mean, right on the border of Bloomington. Oh, we got an elementary school here right in front of us. So you're within walking distance to elementary school at that house, if you got young kids. Again, more Rambler single floor homes. And that's our tour of this neighborhood. All right, we're at our third house here at 7312 Lindale Avenue South. And as you can see, Lindale Avenue South is a busy street. All right, this is a main drag that goes all the way down into Minneapolis. So it's one of the main streets. Xerxes, Lindale Avenue, Portland, Bloomington are the main drags that go through Minneapolis all the way down to the suburbs. We got 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. I think we're asking $480,000 for it. Again, different style. So the first 2 homes that we looked at were on the east side of Richfield. Now we're in the middle of Richfield. So we got a 2-story single family home, about 2,500 square feet. Again, we're very close to 494. So you're real close there to get on the highway to go anywhere you want. You can also take Lindale down here too to get down to 62, which is a highway that goes east and west. But as you can see, with all the cars running by here, you have a lot of car noise in this neighborhood. So again, this is our house, 7312, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, about 2,400 square feet. All right, I asked him, I think, $480,000 for it. Let's drive around the neighborhood. All right, our third drive of the neighborhoods in Richfield. Again, we're going down Lindale, which is the main drag, and right in front of us, we got like a little shopping mall in front of us. So you're real close to shopping. And that house that we looked at was built in 1992, so obviously that was a knockdown, and they built that. But now we're coming to a lot more traditional, 1.5 story Rambler homes of Richfield. So you got 1.5 story, and you got the Ramblers as well to boot. This is very classic Richfield. Here you got a house right here. That's been remodeled. As you can see, they're working on the deck right now. So that's a remodel that's going on there. Now, you don't see as much as that as you see like in Edina in St. Louis Park, where they tear the houses down and build up monstrous new homes. Oh, there's another one. So you don't see as much as that in Richfield as you do in those towns. But as you can see here, very, very cool neighborhood. Really neat houses. Great mature trees. really neat neighborhood. These big, majestic trees. Driving down Lindale again. It's a little bit farther north from the house. And that's our tour of our third neighborhood. So that concludes our first video on Richfield, Minnesota. The real estate part of it. Next couple of days we'll have one coming out, a map video on Richfield, and then after that we'll do a pros and cons of living in Richfield. I have numerous other videos on the inner cities within the loop of 494, St. Louis Park, Hopkins, Edina, Eden Prairie, Plymouth, which touch both boundaries, New Hope, and now I have Edina. So check those out for more information on those towns. And as always, I would love your opinions, positive or negative, about the videos. So maybe I missed something that I should have shown. So I would appreciate those comments. Again, this is Trent Seaman from the advisory group in Hopkins, Minnesota, eXp Realty and Siemens Real Estate Solutions, your anchor on your voyage home.